Hello ladies and gentlemen, Nick here from Nick's Hot Takes, and last night on 205 Live we had the debut of Enzo Amore, and I honestly think that Enzo going to 205 Live is only going to do great things for that brand, and I'll tell you why in all honesty. Enzo Amore is not a wrestler, and I understand that. He's not a wrestler. He's not good at wrestling. He has maybe 5 singles wins, but if there's one thing that the WWE Universe loves, and there's one thing that kids love, and if there's one thing that marks love, it's a good promo. And you cannot deny that Enzo Amore does not give off some of probably the greatest promos in the last year, or honestly since he's been called up. He's held his way with promos. Now, the guy only does have about 5 singles wins, so if he touches that title, they're really going to have to build him up Jinder Mahal heel style. But, regardless, he's going to make it something that you want to watch. You know, right now, tell me one interesting thing that's happening on 205 Live. I understand that Neville's great, and this whole heel king gimmick is really fun to watch, but honestly, it gets boring after a while. Neville does steamroll through everybody, and until we got somebody that could really bring some kind of charisma or some kind of fire to the brand, it's almost nothing. It's an afterthought. It's, oh hey, 205 Live is on the network, but SmackDown just ended, and I really gotta go get food. It's sad. But now that I think Enzo's there, I think it's going to take this brand to the level that it should have been at when it first started. Now people are going to tune in a little bit more. What's Enzo going to do this week? How is he going to cut a promo? Does this mean Enzo's gone from Raw? I mean, now that Big Cass is out, Enzo could be gone from Raw. Honestly, I don't see Enzo coming back on Raw, at least until Big Cass comes back. Because, I mean, he has no need to be there. He has no one to feud with. He has nothing to do. Now he can go feud with Neville. And I use the word feud loosely because I understand that that's just we don't really know what it is right now. He just kind of came out last night in a weird Cosby sweater, and then all of a sudden he took the Cosby sweater off. But seriously, Enzo could do great things for 205 Live. Even if he doesn't wrestle, even if he touches the mat 1 to 5 times, he's already going to be doing more than anybody on that roster has done. Somebody needs to bring the fire under these people. Somebody needs to. It hasn't been Grand Metalik. It has not been TJP. Has not been Rich Swann. Has not been Cedric Alexander. Has not been Noam Dar. It hasn't even been Neville that much anymore. The Brian Kendrick. Gentleman Jack Gallagher. Tell me something that they've done that made you say, oh yeah, 205 Live. Nothing. I have not watched a single episode of 205 Live since like the 3rd episode. I can't tell you what's going on there. But what I can tell you is that's not good. Even if somebody didn't care about 205 Live, they should be able to say who the champion is, which is Neville, so admittedly I know that one, what the biggest feuds are in there, who the champion is feuding with, why they're feuding, how they're feuding, and last but not least, who are the stars there? Because I get that the Cruiserweight division has stars, but they're not making them that way. Grand Metalik should be a goddamn star down there. He should be destroying anybody that attempts to stand in his way. But that's what Enzo's about to do. He's not going to destroy people by fighting. He's going to destroy people on the microphone. He's going to demolish people. He's going to bring that fire, that spark, that energy, the fan base with him from Raw to 205 Live. He's going to help this division more than we think. Everyone's thinking, oh, well, Enzo's probably done. He's going to be sent down to 205 Live, and within a while, he'll probably be gone from the company. But what if he can surprise people? What if viewership numbers start going up? What if this wasn't because he got in trouble, but because they really, really wanted to bring that viewership number up? And what's the best way to do it? Bring your biggest mouthpiece that isn't Paul Heyman. Enzo Amore is probably the second biggest figure right now when it comes to talking. I get that his wrestling ability is not good, But his ability to talk and hype a match up and to hype himself or another person up is perfect and exactly what 205 Live needs. 205 Live right now is boring, plain and simple. It's almost vanilla style wrestling with a couple flips. You bring in Enzo, who can at least cut some promos, bring some fire, bring some attention to the brand. Then when you got guys like Grand Metalik getting more than maybe 100 to 600 views on the network and more than 12 people in a crowd, he can start making a name for himself. And all it takes is just a few promos from Enzo. And people watching, and people noticing that there's more than just these 6 guys that we see on Raw. There's, a million other cruiserweights down in that division that we can witness. But it's up to Enzo to bring that fire with him. This isn't a bad thing for 205 Live or for Enzo. This is perfect for Enzo's character. Enzo's going to help 205 Live. And if you don't think so, tweet me at PWU_Armstrong and tell me why I'm wrong. Or if you agree with me, tell me why you agree with me. Or in the comments section below. Thank you guys so much for listening to this week's edition of Nick's Hot Takes. I have been Nick, that has been a hot take, and I will see you guys in the future. Bye-bye.